This week's meat specials at John's Supermarket: fresh chicken wing portions, $3.99 a pound. Whole chicken wings for $3.69 a pound. Fresh chicken quarter legs, 69 cents a pound. Split chicken breasts, $1.59 a pound. Economy ribeyes, $7.99 a pound. Economy T-bones, $6.99 a pound. Boneless truck roast, $5.99 a pound. Economy strips, $6.99 a pound. Boston butt pork roast, $1.59 a pound. Baby back pork ribs, $5.99 a pound. Pork steak, $2.19 a pound. And pork riblets, $2.49 a pound. Oscar Mayer bologna, 2-pound packs, 2 for $4. Oscar Mayer meat hot dogs, 1-pound pack, 2 for $4. Carolina Pride cocktail smokies, 2 for $5. Aberdeen bacon, 12-ounce pack, 2 for $6. Also on sale this week at John's, Coke products in the 12 packs, 2 for $11. Kraft Velveeta cheesy skillets, 2 for $7. Old El Paso dinner kits, 2 for $5. Pick Sweet clear bagged vegetables, 2 for $5. Dutch Farm shredded cheese, 2 for $4. U.S. #1 russet potatoes, a 5-pound bag, 2 for $5. Yellow slicing onions, a 3-pound bag, $2.29. Fresh sweet ripe strawberries in the 1-pound tub, $2.99. Fresh sweet navel oranges in a 4-pound bag, $5.49. Garden fresh sweet blueberries in a 6-ounce tub, 2 for $5. And fresh red ripe tomatoes, 89 cents. Come out to John's for all of your grocery needs.
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.
Good morning, and I'm Joel Burnside, the Walton County Ag Extension Agent here in Monroe, and I wanted to talk to you today about some of the opportunities that our Extension Service has for you this upcoming month. It is February, and I know a lot of us are not thinking about the summer quite yet, but it is time to start thinking about 4-H summer camp, especially if you have younger kids, 5th, 6th grade, and into high school. And I'll go over some of the camps that we have available. Our first summer camp is Rock Eagle. Will be at Rock Eagle in Eatonton, and this is for 5th and 6th graders, and that is going to be June 27th to July 1st. And registration is open for that, and if you're interested, please stop by the office. We have a lot of information that you can pick up, or you can give us a call, and we'll be happy to talk with you and get your child registered for the Cloverleaf Camp. Then we have our Georgia 4-H Senior Camp. This is going to be held July 4th through the 8th, and this is for high schoolers that are in 9th through 12th grades. Again, registration is open, and you can stop by and get information on that camp. We also have Georgia 4-H Extreme Senior Camp. This is also for 9th through 12th graders, and it will be held June 6th through the 10th. And this is a very fun camp with a lot of outdoor activities for high schoolers. Then we have our Georgia 4-H Junior Camp. This will be held on Jekyll Island June 6th through the 10th. And this is open to 7th and 8th graders. So if you have a child in 7th and 8th grade, please stop by because we do have limited space, so the earlier the better to get registered. And then we, last but not least, we have our Georgia 4-H Wilderness Challenge Camp. This is for children who are a little bit more interested in outdoor activities, if they enjoy that. And it's open to all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade 4-Hers. And The dates will be either June 20th through the 24th or July 4th through the 8th. We're still waiting to see what our spot will be, but that will be at Wasiga 4-H Center, which is in Dahlonega. So that will be a fun camp too. And we also know that camp is not cheap. It can be expensive. So we do have a onion sale fundraiser for the 4-Hers. So if they're interested, for every bag of onions that they sell, they'll get $5 off their camp registration. So if the kids are ambitious, that can add up, and we have a lot of kids who do get a lot of money taken off their registration by the onion sale. And we also have that information available for your kid to get involved in the 4-H onion sale fundraiser. So that is it for the 4-H events. The last thing I wanted to talk about was I'm a month late, but January was Radon, National Radon Awareness Month, and not a lot of people know about radon. It's an odorless, tasteless gas, and it can be in the air and it can be in well water. And we are offering testing either through the air or the water. And Walton County is actually a high-risk county for radon. We do see a lot of tests that come back in the higher levels. And so please give us a call or stop by. We have test kits available, and we'll be happy to talk with you about that. But we're trying to get as many people as possible to test their air and water for radon. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful, the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Staying super busy here at the center. We've been busy, getting ready for some spring events that's going to be here before we know it. We have scheduled one event. We're going to partner up with the Loganville Lions Club, and we'll be doing a document destruction on Saturday, April 2nd from 10 to 12, and we'll be doing that at Loganville City Hall. We will get out some flyers and we'll talk a little more about that going forward, but go ahead and mark that on your calendars. It'll be a good chance to get rid of any sensitive documents you have. And again, that'll be on Saturday, April 2nd from 10 to 12 at Loganville City Hall. We're trying to work out doing a paint day sometime in April as well. Preferably as close to Earth Day as we can get it done. We're kind of waiting to hear back from the company we normally work with to see if they can kind of fit that in. That's a really busy time of the year for them as well. So we'll keep you posted more on that going forward. As far as here at the center, it's that time of year where a lot of people are cutting back their crepe myrtles and stuff like that, and we're still seeing a whole lot of yard waste coming in down here. And we're having to turn those people around, and sometimes people are upset because they've driven quite a ways to get here. So just wanted to remind you that all yard waste, things like tree limbs, shrubs, grass clippings, leaves, they need to go to an inert landfill. And I know I say this often, but that is how many people we have come down here trying to bring us those. So try to make a point to say it every time. We have several inert landfills in the county. We'd be happy to direct you to the one nearest to you, get you a telephone number where you can call and get pricing and how they do things there. So just if you have those items and don't really know what to do or where to take them, just give us a call. Our number here is 770-267-1421. We'd be happy to get you steered in the right direction. Also, like I always do, if you've never been to our center, don't really know what we're doing here, come down and see us. Let us walk you through, show you what's going on, help you get started recycling. If you're already an avid recycler, let us help you find something new to recycle or other things you can do. We can talk about composting, some other conservation tips on things you could be doing. We'd be happy to help you with any of those things. So come out and see us, give us a call. We'll keep you posted on the spring events we have coming up. There'll be some cleanup opportunities. Again, I would encourage anybody that would be interested in doing some volunteer work to come out to one of our meetings. It's the first Wednesday of every month at noon. We have a lunch meeting, and you can get an idea of what we're doing and where you may be able to help, or you can also pitch in with some ideas. We're always looking for some. So there are a lot of opportunities to be involved with Keep Walton Beautiful, and a lot of things we're doing. And again, we'll keep you posted on here going forward with some of the things we have coming up, and we're looking forward to getting busy and to going out doing some things that make a difference. So until next time, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good morning, this is Jody Johnson. I'm here with another recreation report. I want to say go Dogs. We're real proud of the Georgia Bulldogs winning a national championship. I was around 11 years old last time that happened, so it was a proud moment. I know my kids really enjoyed, and we got to spend some quality time during that game, so hope all of you did. And if you're not a Georgia fan, well, there's always next year. We're finishing up our basketball season right now. We just finished it this past season, past weekend. Had a great year. A lot of good teams playing in the tournament, and all that winded down on Saturday. We had a couple games on Monday this past week on February 1st. So another basketball season in the books, and now we'll turn to some of our travel, which is our all-star season. The teams will be selected. We play a kind of an inter-county tournament where somewhat of an all-star team from Loganville and Monroe and Social Circle get together, and they'll play each other and see which team will represent Walton County in the GRPA, the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association tournament. We do allow the winner of that tournament to pick up a couple of the kids from the other side if they so choose, and then they'll move on to that tournament at the end of February. And then if they win that, they'll move on to the state tournament, which will be held all over the state here. So looking forward to Walton County represent. We usually do very well in this tournament. Usually a few teams of ours do advance. So good luck to those all-star teams this coming up. Our spring sports have already started as well. Registration is complete. There are a few spots left if you didn't get signed up for any of our spring sports. Even though some of the baseball and softball, the teams are being evaluated. Some of the soccer teams are being evaluated. It'd be kind of hard to get in on those teams right now, but call our local office. So you can go on our website at waltoncountyga.gov if you missed out and there just might be a slot for you. We are still taking registration for our spring track and field. So if that may be something you want to do, we're trying to get to one of the local high schools to utilize their tracks, and we'll practice a couple of days a week, and then there'll be 6 or 7 meets that you'll go to. Some of them will be local, and some of them as far as Jefferson and that area. So track and field's a good sport. We have about 40 kids registered in that, but overall our registrations are up about 200 or 300 kids overall. So we have close to 2,000 kids registered for our spring sports program. So it was a big registration. We appreciate everybody getting in and doing it in a timely manner. Again, we're doing our evaluations and our drafts and team selections, all that stuff right now for our spring sports. So wish the weather would work out a little better. I know, some days we're getting up into the 50s, but the rain kind of keeps coming and going, and these snow showers. So hopefully we just got past our Groundhog Day. Hopefully they're correct where we've got spring just around the corner, and we have some good weather headed our way into the early of March. We have a lot of things going on facilities-wise here in Walton County. The new community center at South Walton, it's a little bit behind schedule now. The finish day is April 18th for that, so it's has been a little bit delayed. But we'll get that one open. Our walking track down there will be open around that time as well. So around April 18th, we should have everything done down in Social Circle. It's right across the street from our South Walton Athletic Complex. And in Walnut Grove, we have acquired an additional 120 acres. So we've got a massive park that we're going to be building over the next year in that particular area. So in the area of where the old Corn Dogs location was, where the skating rink and the rodeo and the corn maze, all that stuff that was up there off Highway 81. So we'll be constructing a massive park there with athletic fields, soccer fields, amphitheaters. All those things will be located at that particular location. We're working on the pickleball courts there at Ayers Park in between. We've got the concrete slab done, the fence is up. We're waiting on a few warm days so we can get the coating on the concrete. So we've got that process already bid out, and the company's just waiting on the weather to cooperate. We're doing some of the landscaping also right now, so we've got a lot of our crews up there working on moving the dirt, getting it leveled out, and we'll be laying sod and putting a few landscaping trees and bushes in as well. So the walking track is complete. The Frisbee golf course is about 95% complete. I think they lack one more tee throwing area that they're going to work on. So that park is really coming together, and is just really within a few weeks will be very usable for everyone. So we hope you'll get out. We want to have all these projects ready for you come the springtime, because we know that's when everybody wants to get outside, enjoy the spring weather, and we hope everyone is healthy. But until then, we always say, you know, our community centers are very much climate controlled. So prior to that, get out to our community centers. It's a very inexpensive way to get out and exercise. Remember, go to our website at waltoncountyga.gov. It's the best place to get all the information and all the programs that we have. And we do have a lot of programs going on. So as always, remember, sportsmanship starts at home, and thank you very much.
Welcome to Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. By the time you see this show will either be almost over or over. So at the last day of this show, this is our members show, is Thursday, February 24th. And then we go into our student show schedule. So from the end of February through about the end of May, we will be doing our elementary, middle, high school show. Probably also as well, we'll hopefully host the congressional show. Don't know about that one for sure. But the next show that grown-ups can enter would be the Tiny Art Show. And we've got the information here if you'd like to come and pick that up. It's also online under the heading of Call for Entries on monroewaltonarts.org. So you can go there to learn about the Tiny Art Show and the Regional Show, which are coming up shows for big people. Always feel free to come in and pick up our class list. Of course, everything is online. You can always jump on. Again, it's Monroe Walton Arts, and under our classes and events, you'll see the classes that we have for kids, the classes we have for adults, the special events that we have going on. Some of the new events that you may or may not know about is we have a book club that's meeting here now on the the last Tuesday of every month. So that's coming up on the 26th, if I'm thinking right. We have the old time music group that meets here, and it's just an open jam. Anybody is welcome to come and either listen or play. And that will be, when is that? February 26th. Actually, the book club is not the 26th. That's going to be February 22nd. So the last Tuesday in February. So lots of different things going on here. Some new additions. The old time music open jam is just so much fun. We have probably 15 different musicians. They sit in a circle and they just play. and have a great time. So we invite you to either come and listen or come and play. They're here on the 4th Saturday of every month from 1 to 4 p.m. So would love to see you. It's just such a positive, great, fun time. Come in. Also, you can pick up this little reminder of what shows are coming up and special events. We do have the flower garden show kind of home tour that's going to come up in May. That's coming up faster than I even like to think about right now. But we are gearing up for that. We're going to have between 6 and 8 homes, we hope. We're still lining up our homes, but at least 6 homes will be on the tour, and we'll be rolling out information about how to get your tickets and how many homes are on the tour, and all of that very, very, very soon, probably by the 1st of April at the latest. So be looking out for that information. We're also pulling together our summer camps. We'll be making announcements about our summer camps around the 1st of April as well. Those are always sellouts, so if you have kids or grandkids that love art, we have week-long sessions of either general arts, kind of mixed media, all kinds of things, and then 1 week of pottery camp as well. That's dedicated only to pottery. So we will be rolling out that information in April as well. So be looking out for that. Be looking out for the garden tour. Come and see our student shows. They are just so much fun. If you haven't seen the member show, you have until February 24th. Kind of a new thing that we have that y'all are the first ones to actually see this. We just got our adult art MD. We're calling it an art and distraction journal. It's got 39 pages of original artwork, activities, things that you can color, even some games and some word searches, some instructions, some journaling pages, and then just some blank pages at the end. But it's a nice thick book. This will go out for free to the hospital, to all kinds of local places that need it because of grants that we get, and we appreciate those so much. We're also going to hopefully fund these by selling these. I'm not sure exactly what the price will be, but probably around $12 for the book. And again, this will go to support the work that we do here at the Art Center. It's fabulous, and many, many thanks. Everything in here is original to one of our artists. Sandy Blanchard created all the pages in this book for us, and it's a lot of fun. And if you're stuck somewhere, either in the hospital or a waiting room or anywhere where you just want something creative and fun to do to take your mind off of stress or trouble, or just to do for fun, come by and take a look at this. I think you'll really love it. And if you have a place that could benefit from having these on hand, please let us know. We do want to distribute these for free to other organizations in the county, medical facilities and places like that. So get in touch with us. We'd love to talk to you about how we can best serve the community by getting these art and distraction journals out into the community. Of course, this is for adults. We already have our kit that we use for kids, and that's been tremendously popular. We've probably given out around 2,500 of those, of the Art MD kits for children. So come see us. We have the gallery shows going on, tons of classes, 60 plus classes every single month. The shop is open with over 60 local artists. You're directly supporting local arts when you come in and shop in our gift shop. So we hope to see you soon. Y'all have a great day.
Well, this is Sunday, February the 6th. We're over here showing you, this is where the old Carver gym was. A lot of memories here at this gym, and as you can see, it has totally been destroyed, and they are cleaning it up now, but this is what's left of the Carver gym.
Good morning. I'm Tisha Pham with the Walton Youth Project, and we work here with the Partnership for Family, Children, and Youth and with Family Connections. And normally I tell you all of the things that we have going on in youth development, but this morning we want subscribers. So I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Facebook and Instagram are at Walton Advocates, and YouTube is the Walton Youth Project. We are currently working on a photography campaign, which is called Unite Walton. We're also working with an interview series called Pillars of Walton, in addition to our after-school mentoring services. So please like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you online. Thank you.
I call them the peace out generation. Which, by the way, my college freshmen told me, they're like, Dr. Furman, that's like so not cool anymore. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like drop the mic? Like what? And they're like, just don't do anything. Like just say peace out. I like doing that. They're the peace out generation, because if they're not happy, they're out. If they're not happy at work, they're quitting, and they don't even give you 2 weeks notice. If they don't like you, they're breaking up with you, and they don't even tell you. Because what's that called, y'all? Ghosting. They're gonna totally ghost you. Gen X isn't happy. They go home, they bitch about it, they write like 6 resignation letters to themselves, they get up the next morning, put their pants back on, and like they go to work, right? Not them. They're not happy, they're out. And that is why a lot of them are resigning during this great resignation, because if they don't feel like you care about them, they're out. And this is where the big disconnect is. The way that they want to be cared about is different than how you think they want to be cared about, okay? So let's take a look at them here real quick. Let's talk about what they lived through growing up so you understand their lens. My yellows, how old were you when 9/11 happened? Whoever said 18, you're probably more of a cusper, and you're demonstrating more Gen X tendencies. The rest of you who are like 15 and younger, so I heard 7, 8, 11, okay? How old were you when Columbine happened? That was 98. 8, 6. Okay? I have my cusper over here. What were you told was going to happen on December 31st, 1999? Okay, so I want you all to think about this. This generation, as young children, had a terrorist attack on U.S. soil that we were told was never going to happen again since Pearl Harbor. They suddenly had these mass school shootings. You were told that the end of the world was going to happen on New Year's Eve. You had Al Gore telling you that the hole in the ozone layer was so big that you were going to have to wear sunblock and sunglasses every single time you went outside. You saw your parents who were solely committed and loyal to that one organization. They let them go. They lost their job, they lost their pension, and they're having to work longer. I want you all to think about this. And so their boomer parents became helicopter parents, and they hovered because life was scary. Can you blame them? Look what they lived through as children. They were old enough to know that scary things were going on, but they weren't emotionally mature enough to process it. And because of that, they are not aspiring for career success. They're not aspiring for job security. Oh, heck no. They aspire for freedom and flexibility because they're living for today because they don't know where tomorrow is going to look like. And that's where you have the big clash between Gen X and millennials, okay? So their communication preference is text or social media. I thought they were going to grow more thumbs because they text away. And their decision-making authority is they want decision-making input. That was important to them. So all of us are in these meetings, and they're standing outside the door going, ooh, can I get in that meeting? And we're all like, really? And they're like, well, yeah, because I can make better decisions than all of you in that room. And it's because growing up, they were given decision-making authority. K through 12 gave them options. Do you want this or do you want this? I even think about vacations, okay? My mom said to me, get your ass in the back of the station wagon. Do y'all remember station wagons riding backwards? I was like car sick all the time. And we get in the car and she says, we're going on vacation. So I'm like, okay, Ma, where are we going on vacation? And she's like, we'll figure it out when you get there. And we go like 2 towns over. And I'm like, Ma, I thought we were on vacation. And she says, we're not home, are we? If we're not home, we're on vacation. Fast forward, boomers texting their kids, family meeting, 6 o'clock dining room. So you all get together. Yeah, how many of you have family meetings? Yeah, you know you have them. And they're like, honey, where would you like to go on vacation this year? Should we go to the beach? Should we go to Disney World? Or I even think about breakfast, y'all. So my mom said to me on her way out to work, there's cereal in the cupboard, help yourself, where the millennials are coming into the kitchen and mom and dad are like, honey, what would you like for breakfast? And y'all, I saw it with my sister, who's a millennial. They're like, would you like cereal or toast or pancakes? And I'm like, pancakes? I had pancakes on Christmas morning, if I was lucky, right? So they had choices. So now they're showing up to your workplaces wanting choices, and you want to know what Gen X is doing to them? Y'all ready? Y'all familiar with the Heisman? They're like, eh. And like, oh, but I have this really good idea. Eh. Well, why can't we do this? Eh. And they're like, eh. How many letters do you have after your name? Eh. How long have you been with this organization? Eh. What's your student loan debt ratio that I'm still paying off, right? And when Gen X does this, they do this. And that's why when organizations hire me and give me this money and say, come in and fix our damn millennials, I say to them, you know what? Okay, I'm going to come, but I end up spending all of the time working with my Gen X managers. Okay? They are 36% of the workforce, and they're growing exponentially. By 2025, they will be 75% of the global workforce. So you need to get on board or you need to jump ship. Because if you don't, you're going to either sink your ship or they're going to walk you off the plank. Because they are massive disruptors. That's an academic term. They're changing how everything is done. Why do we have a 5-day work week? Why do we work 40 hours a week? Why are there banker hours? Why do I have to dress professionally? Why? And if because you say, because I said so, or that's the way we've always done it, they're out. They're massive disruptors, and you got to be worried about that piece out. Okay? So let's quickly go through Gen Z. I call them the meh generation, M-E-H-H. They're really not fazed by anything. They grew up during the Great Recession, like, meh, what's the big deal? They only know a world with terrorism in it, like, meh, what's the big deal? Like, blow yourself up, like, clean it up, like, come on, let's keep going. You know, like, same-sex marriage, what's the big deal? Why do people care, right? They've seen a black president. They've now seen a woman vice president. They only know a world with social media. But here's what's significant. This is going to be the first generation where the Caucasian generation becomes the minority population in America. And they are so dialed into security and stability and diversity, equity, and inclusion. If you are not being inclusive and seeing people as individuals, they're going to call you out on it, and they're not afraid to do it, okay? Their communication preference, virtual, because they keep reinventing it. They're not texting. What are they doing? It's all videos, yeah. And they yearn for face-to-face attention. Any guesses as to why they yearn for face-to-face attention? Because their Gen X parents are such workaholics, they've neglected them of that face-to-face attention. So you go home and you all think about that tonight, okay? We don't know what their decision-making method is because their Gen X parents are like, I'm the parent, you're the child, you're not making decisions. And we don't know what percentage of the workforce they are because they're just now entering the workforce, which the worst mistake you can make is calling a Gen Z or a millennial, because number one, millennials hate being called millennials. So right now, everybody needs to take that M word out of their vocabulary. It doesn't exist. They hate it, and Gen Z hates it even more. The millennials are 25 to 40-ish, which makes me a little uncomfortable because it's really hard to compare a 28-year-old and a 38-year-old, okay? Here, 24 to 12 are your Gen Zs, and they're very different than millennials. All right, let's move on. What you have to be worried about is they are clashing with Gen Y, the millennials, pretty dramatically because they show up to work on time, they shake hands, they make eye contact, they're dressed professionally. They have a formal signature on their email. Like they email me, Dr. Furman, I apologize for not coming to class next week. I apologize for the inconvenience. And I'm like, you're not inconveniencing me, but okay. But I've already met with my classmates. I'm going to make up what I missed, sincerely signature. These are my millennials, texted me in the middle of the night. Yo, Mel. When's our next exam? And I'm like, yesterday. Oh, can I make it up? No. Can I get extra credit? No. Next thing I know, mom and dad's calling me. Johnny missed his exam. No, I know. Can he make it up? No. Can he get extra credit? No. Well, I'm calling the dean. I am the dean. Like, no. So very, very different. Okay, so let's keep moving. What we're worried about with this generation is that they are forced to behave like adults as children. Gen Z, we have them doing budgeting in middle school. We have them picking careers in middle school. Picking a career is a very adult decision. So we're expecting them to behave like adults as children, not healthy, by the way. And we're curious that when they actually get out into the workforce, can they really do this thing called adulting? I don't have time to give examples and go into it, but if you want to know more, you can reach out to me and I can give you some more information about that. Okay, so many of your Gen Xers are experiencing burnout, and they are very comfortable with doing things their way. So if, my young folks, you show up and you get this in your face, don't just turn around and quit and peace out. Be patient, build a relationship with them, because they can answer your why. They just don't have time. I don't have time to explain to them why we do what we do. So find when they have more time and they can explain it to you. Okay? Do you all know what this is? That's a high-end typewriter. Boomers may be feeling a little obsolete, and they're not going anywhere. So reinvent them. Give them opportunities to reinvent and recharge them. And they are awesome mentors for your millennials. They gave birth to them, okay? And so don't just write them off and count the days till they retire. Use them. They have so much expertise to provide you. Don't think that the millennials are trophy kids. I hate when I hear that, because here's what I'm going to say to you. Who is giving them the trophies? Were they giving themselves the trophies? No, their parents were. And here, at the end of the day, everybody wants a trophy. Everybody wants to be rewarded across all generations. Everybody wants feedback. And so how many of you have performance reviews? How often are they? Quarterly? Yes.
They're not performers, they're coaching.
You're awesome. He's on it. Y'all need to listen to him. So most people have an annual performance review. That is so dated and obsolete and not engaging your young professionals. Right now, they put something on social media and they instantly get 1,000 pieces of feedback. But yet when they show up in your workplaces, they only get it once a year, and most of the time you rush through it. Where here, this gentleman said they have quarterly coaching reviews, and that is great, because you're not necessarily reviewing their performance, you're having a conversation with them and helping them grow and develop. But here's what I'm gonna tell you, my young folks. If you're not getting the feedback that you need and want, ask for it, okay? Go to the next one. The younger generations want to make a difference, so think about your impact and bring that impact into focus. Every single one of your organizations, you should be able to drill down to your impact. The youngest generation of Gen Z cares a whole lot about your corporate values or your social responsibility. So if you cannot clearly articulate and demonstrate that you're living the values of your organization, they may not want to come work for you, okay? The younger generations like everything personalized, so my millennials, hold up your phones. I know you have them out within arm's reach. Everybody kind of look around at the phones at your table. Okay, Gen X, hold up your phone and or phones. All right, so what you may notice is the younger folks, all of their phone cases are personalized. Like it's sparkles, it's football, it's something personalized. And then you see Gen X and it's like black, white, whatever came free with the case. And if it's something fancy, it's because your kids or grandkids bought it for you and you felt bad, so you put it on, right? So to this point, the gentleman made up front is the one-size-fits-all consistency that HR loves to preach to y'all. That's obsolete, sorry, HR. It's dated. You now have to think about all of your employees as individuals and get to know them individually, and you need to coach them. And you're not going to coach your quarterback the same way you're going to coach your offensive lineman. Okay? Answer their why, and if it's because I said so or that's the way we've always done it, you need to rethink. The young people expect and demand innovation. So if your organizations are not demonstrating, eating, living, breathing innovation, they're out. Okay, so I'm going to close here, and y'all, here's what's super cool. I can do this in 3 minutes or less. because it's not rocket science. It's really very, very simple, which I already said. The first thing you need to do is you need to care. And Gen X is like, do I really need to care, or can I just like pretend like I care? You not only need to care, you need to communicate that you care. And that's where some of you may not be great at communicating that. People want to know that you care about them. And you have to stop thinking of them as millennials or boomers or Gen X or compartmentalizing or giving them whatever label you want to give them. You need to start thinking of them as individuals and understand that every single one of them has a different lens in how they see the world. And you don't have to like their lens, you don't have to agree with their lens, but you have to respect their lens, okay? Because everybody comes from a different upbringing, different background. And so the more that you can learn about yourself and you can learn about others, so if any of you have access to assessments that you can take, and we talked about this in the women's program this morning, you need to learn about who you are, your biases, your blind spots, your strengths, your preferences, your communication styles. And then once you know that, you need to learn that about all of your people. And then you need to adjust and meet somewhere in the middle. Because you don't ever want to assume anything. Because if you assume that someone's older, they don't know how to use technology, or the young people are like IT support, you don't want to do that. You're compartmentalizing. And so to get to know your people, you have to be approachable and available. And again, this is where my older folks are struggling with this. You're so stressed, you're so overworked, you're doing a job of 3 people, you're balancing all this stuff. And so I was like, okay, we need to schedule care time on your calendar. And they're like, really? I said, no, you do. And it has to be daily, self-care and the care of others. And you have to be approachable and available so these young people can learn from you. And focus on the similarities. Think about that exercise we did. Go back to your offices. Music is a great thing to bring people together. So maybe on Fridays, wear your favorite concert t-shirt day, right? Mine's going to be the Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Faith No More concert. My U2 concert, you know? Backstreet Boys? Yeah, sweet. So focus on the similarities, not the differences. Okay, who is this? Okay, you make me feel so much better because my college students are like, Karate Kid? That's the movie with like Will Smith's son. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so real quick, 80s references, name the movie. This is our time. This is our time down here. Don't feed him after midnight. Ludicrous Speed. Spaceballs, yes. Something about, I'll just say Goose. Yeah, okay. I feel like I need to teach a class of nothing but all of the fun 80s movies that my college students have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, this right here is you need to be someone's Mr. Miyagi. Okay? If you take the experience and the work ethic and the resiliency of the older generations and you take them with the ambition and the innovation and the creativity of the younger generation and you put them together, your organizations are freaking amazing. But you have to be Mr. Miyagi, right? Because Daniel's son was like super annoying, right? Like he was like always in his face and he was breaking his bonsai and he was like doing all this stuff. And what did Mr. Miyagi do? He was emotionally mature and he was calm, wax on, wax off, and he helped him be better. Somebody mentored you at some point, so now it's your job to lean in and mentor them. So rather than do this, lean in instead. Okay, so in closing, my last slide here is this whole 45-minute thing you sat through today was a diversity training, because that's what this is. Recognizing and understanding that everybody has something to bring to the table and they all have a different lens, and to stop compartmentalizing. Help them grow professionally and emotionally so they get to that maturity level that you need them to be to bring your organization into the future and to be successful into the future. So that's all I got. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, Terry does have a handout. We didn't tell you that on the front end. That she's going to email to all of you that has everything that was in my slides, so don't worry if you missed something. And if you have any questions, anything you want, reach out to me. And if you want, you can follow me on LinkedIn. I curate a lot of articles about this topic and my other topics. You know that they come from reliable resources, and I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn. So thank you for having me. I'm 1 minute over. Not bad.
Gail. How are you?
Well, good deal. Yeah, so that'll be good. I'll be there on the 22nd. Okay, good deal.
Okay.
Well, what I'll do is
Let me introduce you to.
I'm in the floor putting everything together. Like, get around the white face. Like, come on, you. And see if he's got days. Give me a couple days.
Welcome everybody. It's great to see such a big crowd here. We're having a grand opening, but it's really a rededication, I guess, and reestablishing Pinnacle here in this office. Been reflecting this morning on our history here in this community, and talking with Lee also the history of this building and this bank, which we both joined the community about the same time. So when Liberty was getting started in 2006, in that time frame, Pinnacle came to Monroe in 2007. And I can tell you that our experience in this community has been fantastic. Everybody has been welcoming and encouraging and very business friendly, very interested in seeing people succeed, and it's just been a great joy for us to grow and expand and be able to contribute to that here. And we're getting to do it even more now that we've partnered with Liberty and become Pinnacle, and we now have 2 locations here, and it's just exciting to see the growth and expansion in this community, and how just think about what the future can bring. So we're really excited about that. We've got several introductions we want to make today. I should have introduced myself. I'm sorry. My name's Jackson McConnell. I'm the CEO of Pinnacle. And this kind of thing is what we love doing. It's just so exciting to see people and be with community and serve people like you. So thank you for being here and helping us recognize that. So let me introduce Lee Garrett. Lee's going to go through some introductions and tell you more about his staff. And Lee, we're excited to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. It is exciting. We're just thrilled that all of you are here. Jackson, the team at Pinnacle, and this merger could not have been better. This has just been a great partnership. We're just able to continue what we started here in Monroe, and now we've got a lot more horsepower and a great team that we've put together. I'm just so excited that all of our team that was at Liberty are here. Maxine Peaks has remained here as our branch manager. She didn't want to talk today, but so I'm speaking for her. But I will tell you that I cannot say enough great things about Pinnacle and the culture they brought to Monroe and to Liberty First. It's just been fantastic. The 2 companies married up so well together. The transition has been seamless as a transition can be, and we're just as happy to be part of Pinnacle as I can say. So welcome to everybody. But I do want to introduce my team. They're the most important people here. They take care of all these people in our community, and we're just excited to be bigger and better in Walton County. So Maxine Peaks is our branch manager. I mentioned her. She's not going to speak. So Maxine, if I forget anybody, just make sure that I recognize them. Oh, yeah. Karen Mahmood is behind you there. Y'all all know Karen. She's our personal banker here. Adrienne Suggs right here, our teller lead. Hello. Behind me. Kathy Shepard is somewhere. There she is. She's been in our administrative assistant. Now she's doing universal banker and teller work here downstairs, so y'all get to see her. Kim Marlowe is our newest member. She's right behind me here. And Melissa Lovingood is our mortgage banker. She's standing in the back there. And then on the business banking side, y'all, people you're familiar with is Janet Townsend and Russell Ashley. They're our lenders here in Monroe. Sonia Lassiter, where are you? There's Sonia. She does loan processing and support here. Derek Watson. Derek Watson is our credit analyst. He's based here in Monroe. Jenny Ferguson was our compliance officer at Liberty First. She is somewhere. Where is she? She's over there hiding. Vicki Hubbard in finance and accounting. She's right there, and everybody's hiding in the back. Chandni, where are you? Chandni does all our IT stuff back there in Basement Cleveland. And then we've got our other partners that are here. Michael Shelby in Treasury Management visits here often. Amy Parrish with Highland Trust. She's a partner with Highland Trust, is standing over here. And Mindy Phillips was here in Mortgage too. Where is she?
Right here.
She's over here in Walton County down in Social Circle. So we're just thrilled for the team we have here and excited about where we're going to go. So at this time, I do want to bring up, we have a long relationship with the United Way of Walton County. They're such a vital part of our community. They support, 9 local agencies here. What a great organization that comes together, aggregates all the money that's donated here, and makes sure that the money is properly vetted and goes to the greatest need. And so we've had a partnership with them for a long time, and to celebrate this grand opening, we wanted to give them a donation to the United Way of Walton County. Angela Yarman, would you please come up?
Well, I just really want to thank Pinnacle Bank for honoring us in this way on the occasion of your grand opening. We're just so thrilled and grateful to have this contribution. Lee has been a great supporter of United Way for many years. He's a former board member, former chairman of the board, campaign chair. Maxine serves on our board. We've got a couple of other board members here, Dr. Nathan Franklin and Kevin Jones from Hitachi. And I hope I'm not missing anybody, so if I've got any other board members. Patty Souther's one of our former board members. So it's just great to be in this community that loves people so much and works so hard to support our 9 agencies, and we really do appreciate the support of Pinnacle Bank. Thank you, Lee.
So the Walton Chamber's here to help us cut our ribbon today. Terry, who's going to coordinate? Is it Carrie or?
We're going to let the new guy do it.
You won't have to thirst again. He's still waiting by the well side, knowing you'd be passing by.
Here at TaylorMade Smiles, we hope you have a bright and cheerful holiday season. Remember to smile big in those family photos.
From our family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Looking for a special dining experience with exceptional food? Look no further than Salamandra's Kitchen in Monroe. Salamandra's Kitchen has been mentioned many times in the AJC, and locals come out not just for the good food, but for a good time. So don't miss midweek trivia and weekend fun right here at the restaurant that serves up the best food and best entertainment, Salamandra's in Monroe.
Coca-Cola was a little more mean. Everybody telling me I got to go. I do one more town, I do one more show. And I don't you worry, mama, cause I can't stay long, no. Got to move along.
That's a beautiful restored model there. That looked like a D model too. Another A. And I'm sure that there's some B's in which was by far the most popular and the largest seller in the John Deere line. You notice that those particular ones, that model has a rock shaft, which is the on the rear of the tractor, and you can put some arms on it and use that to raise and lower the implements that is behind.
Walton County 4-H, there is a lot going on in 4-H. If your children are in high school, junior high, they have so many activities for the children. They have chicken, judging, they have cow, horse, you just name it. There's all types of activities going on, and they've got one of the biggest goat clubs around, and they will be probably at the end of the parade. The goats are usually at the end of the parade, so we look forward to seeing them.
Goats, goats, and more goats. It's all about the goats at Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia.
This is Double Durango Farm in Loganville, Georgia. We started about 15 years ago with our goats, and we've been here 20 years. It just started really as a hobby, just for fun.
Double Durango Farm offers a variety of goat fun, including farm tours, photo shoots, custom stands, and goat yoga. That's right, goat yoga. If you're looking for a relaxing, unique meditation, what better way than with a herd of goats?
Goat yoga offers an opportunity for anybody to come and try it, and they don't have to worry about if they're doing the postures correctly or if they're really just enjoying doing something active with the goats and just sharing that moment, I think.
I found the goat yoga through Facebook, and I had some friends that were coming out, and I wanted to try something different, so we found that it was here in Loganville and signed up.
So if you're looking for something to do with the family this weekend, look up Double Durango Farms in Loganville, Georgia.
This week's meat specials at John's Supermarket: fresh chicken wing portions, $3.99 a pound. Whole chicken wings for $3.69 a pound. Fresh chicken quarter legs, 69 cents a pound. Split chicken breasts, $1.59 a pound. Economy ribeyes, $7.99 a pound. Economy T-bones, $6.99 a pound. Boneless truck roast, $5.99 a pound. Economy strips, $6.99 a pound. Boston butt pork roast, $1.59 a pound. Baby back pork ribs, $5.99 a pound. Pork steak, $2.19 a pound. And pork riblets, $2.49 a pound. Oscar Mayer bologna, 2-pound packs, 2 for $4. Oscar Mayer meat hot dogs, 1-pound pack, 2 for $4. Carolina Pride cocktail smokies, 2 for $5. Aberdeen bacon, 12-ounce pack, 2 for $6. Also on sale this week at John's, Coke products in the 12 packs, 2 for $11. Kraft Velveeta cheesy skillets, 2 for $7. Old El Paso dinner kits, 2 for $5. Pick Sweet clear bagged vegetables, 2 for $5. Dutch Farm shredded cheese, 2 for $4. U.S. No. 1 russet potatoes, a 5-pound bag, 2 for $5. Yellow slicing onions, a 3-pound bag, $2.29. Fresh sweet ripe strawberries in the 1-pound tub, $2.99. Fresh sweet navel oranges in a 4-pound bag, $5.49. Garden fresh sweet blueberries in the 6-ounce tub, 2 for $5. And fresh red ripe tomatoes, 89 cents. Come out to John's for all of your grocery needs.
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.